Hello? I suppose we can get started now. Let me just mute that right there. And, oh right, I gotta take off the title card, don't I? Should do that. Yay, it's working. Welcome everybody. Today we're going to be playing Against the Storm, a rogue-like city builder where you live in a world that is constantly plagued by the Blight Storm, a powerful, all-destructive storm that surrounds everything except for the one city you stay in. And anytime the storm has a lull, you're sent out to gather resources for the main city. Let's go ahead and boot it up.
I've heard you are doing a thing.
The only safe haven is the smoldering city where the mysterious scorched queen reigns. You are one of her viceroys, a pioneer sent into the wilds, tasked with establishing new settlements and acquiring valuable resources for the crown. Your goal is to help rebuild the smoldering city and secure the future of the Queen's subjects.
Bit of both. I've also never seen this game before, so I figured I'd hop in and watch and maybe provide some insightful and witty commentary.
Well, good for you. You're now in the Discord too. So, basic movement of the camera. Oh no, who'd have ever thought?
Which is bog standard in pretty much every single isometric city builder ever made, but they still have to include it since they're assuming the audience is a dumb fuck.
I wouldn't go that far. Just to make sure, does everybody hear Gordon? Anybody on the stream able to confirm? Cool. First time, all of my settings.
Wait, are you a bunch of rats or something in this setting?
No. So far, there are 4 races. So let's start
I see something with a tail.
That's a lizard.
And is that a great horned rat I'm seeing off to the right-hand side?
No. That is a warning that that's a dangerous glade. So, the idea is we're actually going to start cutting all of this wood around here.
So that's basically a here be dragons.
Kind of, yeah. If you open up one of these dangerous glades, there's going to be something in there that you have to deal with, and it's going to have negative consequences if you don't. So,
Okay. So it's basically the game giving you a heads up of, hey, don't open this up until you're ready to deal with the consequences.
Exactly.
Okay.
So much like most city builders, we start out doing the normal thing of building our basic resource buildings.
Securing immediate food and other needs.
Exactly. In this case, since it's the tutorial levels, it's going to be a bit slower. Well, I guess I can speed it up. Our main objective, as you can kind of see at the bottom, we have 2 bars. We have our progress bar, and then we have our Queen's Impatience bar. Blue is good, red is bad. If the red bar fills up, we lose.
I'm assuming if the blue bar fills up, you win.
Correct.
So essentially you just have to outpace the red bar.
There are actually benefits to having red, but yes, you want to complete your bar.
Saying, in general, you want to outpace the red bar with your progress to ensure you don't lose.
That'd be lovely, but it's near impossible to outpace the red bar. However, every time we turn in one of those little missions we get up at the top corner, the orders, will actually reduce the red bar.
So you technically can Okay, this is more pulling hairs at this point, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. At least they get the idea. Interesting. That's a laugh at an industry that never learns anything. Tee hee hee.
And
Oh,
we
wait,
must
that's
build
more
houses.
Photoshop.
Wahaha. I will
I will
build
say the
house.
art style is quite nice.
It is.
A
I
nice
very
sort
much
of
enjoy
like
it.
fantasy cell shaded thing. Also, it annoys me that the essentially town hall in the center of town you have is not a square. It is a
The
fucking
Sacred Flame?
rectangle. Yeah, no, I'm saying both the town hall and the Sacred Flame combined.
Oh, that's not a town hall. That's just that's a warehouse. Building a town hall
That
would
does
be
not look like a fucking warehouse. That
well.
looks like somebody's mansion.
It's a big warehouse. You've got to remember, none of these settlements are permanent. Every settlement will eventually be destroyed by the storm. So we really don't have the time or resources to be building frivolous buildings like a town hall.
That does not look like a warehouse. It is too big and fancy to be a fucking warehouse. Like, why?
No. All right. So we have some newcomers. Every roughly year, they basically call the cycle of the storm a year. Every year we're going to get newcomers. And we get a choice of who comes. So we have humans. Right now, you always come with 3 races. We have humans, beavers, and lizards right now. There's also harpies. And the developer is currently working on foxes. We have no idea what the foxes are going to be doing.
I do wonder. Okay, if you know what exactly is the storm?
It is.
Did you say all the settlements get destroyed by the storm eventually? What is it?
It's okay. So imagine that the entire world is covered by a Category 5 hurricane that every once in a while flares up and gets worse. But there are times when it's weaker, and that's when we're coming out here to try to gather resources.
So, are there any permanent settlements then, or?
No. Well, yes, there's one. The Smoldering City, and you'll see it when we actually, I think we have to go through both tutorial levels first. What? Yeah, I know I need 3. I'm misreading that. Wants me to assign all my beavers. So, the storm works in 3 cycles. This one right here is the storm. It's where it gets really rainy. People don't like it. It's not fun.
Fair.
The next one... kind of doing this in auto mode right now. I'll explain more about it later. Largely because I'm not actually getting choice to do things. But anyway. And I really want to get out of the tutorials as quickly as possible. Oh, what was I saying? Anyway, so this is the calm, or the drizzle. It's the very first part that you normally go at. Drizzle... You know, there's usually benefits when you're in the drizzle period. So we have broccoli as a vegetable, which is weird because broccoli is not a naturally occurring vegetable. So as you saw down at the bottom, when this moved up by 1, her impatience moved back. This is the Queen's impatience. I'm guessing the Queen's like a phoenix or something. I'm not 100% sure. But she's based on flames, so in a world where just about everybody is an animal, Gathering the clay, gathering the clay. I don't need to mark trees for harvest. You just go do your things. Great thing about this game is the vast majority of camp and lesser buildings can just be moved. So if you screw up and you're placing them, you don't really have to worry about it. So let's see, this time we can get 3 people, or we can get 2 people and a different resource. I'll take the 3 people. Not that I'm gonna need
Yeah, you honestly, especially at the start, probably need quite a bit of manpower to get all of your shit moving.
Yeah, a little bit. We've got the introduction to harvesters. Cool. This is probably going to end with an introduction on produced goods. I would be willing to
What
bet.
is that thing, camp-looking thing to the top right of your warehouse?
This? That's a small foragers camp. Basically, it allows us to gather 3 different items, grain, roots, and vegetables. But it only allows us to gather, since it's the small foragers camp, it only allows us to gather the small patches. So, every once in a while, when you reveal a glade, they'll have big patches in there, which usually have a lot more. Big patches, however, can only be gathered if you have
A building set up.
yeah, the building set up. There is no such thing as a small stone cutters, or a small harvesters, or a small wood cutters. Those are always able to gather everything.
Interesting.
Oh, fine. You two, go give them some food and send them to the Citadel. Logistics, they just added in the update. This game actually updates every other week, since it's still technically in early access. Crude workstation.
Well, that's interesting.
Yep. So, the crude workstation is going to allow us to start building actual production materials out of our raw materials. So, as you can see, we make planks out of wood, we can make fabric out of different cloth types, we make bricks out of either clay or stone. We'll go ahead and set in 2 of our beavers. Nice beaver.
Well, this is certainly an interesting city builder.
It
I'm not
is.
sure if this would necessarily be my favorite kind, but I can definitely see the appeal.
Remember, yeah. As I said, this is the tutorial mission, so they're still kind of leaving out a lot of the...
Minutia.
Yeah. Normally, when you get buildings down here, they're random. So we can get a new cornerstone. Let's just get some food.
I'll say, like, you know Frostpunk?
Yes.
I wanted to try that at one point, but it refuses to run on my computer, and apparently what I'd have to do to fix that is to do some fuckery with Windows, like INI or binary, and I'm just like...
That
no.
sounds terrible.
Yeah, so I'm just like, yeah, no. And apparently it's a common... It's supposed to run just fine on Windows 10, but there's some fuckery involved. I don't know, but yeah.
Makes sense.
I wanted to try it. It looked really interesting, but the game just refused to run.
It is.
Yeah.
The cycle in Frostpunk is actually somewhat similar to the cycle in Against the Storm, at least when it comes to the different seasons.
Oh.
Yes,
So the kind of techniques you'd learn in one could kind of be applied to the other.
Yes. Where the big difference is Frostpunk is... Okay, never heard of the Ancient Shrine. So, this is more like what they would actually give you when you choose a building. They give you an option of several buildings and you get to pick which one. So
okay,
in
which
this
one do you
game,
have the highest population for at the moment?
I have humans. So I'll probably end up picking the human house.
Yeah, that's what I'd recommend as well.
Now it actually wants me to go for a glade. I can do that.
What's that over there?
Where at?
The thing right by the foragers camp. Is that a bunch of, like, vegetables or some shit?
These?
No, like, up north of your town.
Oh, here?
Yeah, that thing. The
Blue?
plant.
There's flax.
Yeah, the blue.
You make cloth out of it.
Oh, that's like...
And
oh,
this
that's-
this is a small encampment. You'll see small and large encampments pop up every once in a while. They're what are referred to as glade events. Glade events can be completed. Once you complete a glade event, you'll get one of two rewards. In this case, with the camp, I can either accept 2 people in, or I can just take amber, which is basically money. I think in the next map it teaches us trading. Which
I stole 66.99 to answer that question. That is Taelon. I'm sort of combination peanut gallery and co-host.
Yep. And I apologize. I am terrible at watching chat.
No, don't worry. I was part. Again, I have this on my second monitor as I'm doing other stuff. and
I do too, but because the stream chat is all the way over on the right of the second monitor.
Yeah. I mean, you could pop out the chat and move it over, but yeah.
I can.
Yeah, there is a way to do that. Let me just. Okay, you know the gear thing?
Oh, there we go.
Chat? Yeah, you can pop out the chat and move it over.
Okay, that worked. Now I can see it easier.
There should be a way to do it as an overlay, but they'll probably take a bit of screwing around. I'll say the game does look interesting. Oh yeah, I said that so. Guys, I have a question when it comes to houses. Why do you keep on putting them next to each other? Do you have to do that, or is that
No, it's just aesthetics for me. I'm very communist block with my housing.
Wow.
One thing you do have to do is you do have to have housing within a certain distance of a hearth. Right now we can't build additional hearths, but later on you'll be able to set up additional hearths, which allow you to set up different districts.
Okay.
And hearths are basically just meeting
Kinda
places
like the
and resting
shed.
places.
So, and kind of like the generator from Frostpunk in a way?
Yeah.
Okay, what's this?
Oh shit.
That's
Alright, it's gonna murder 3 of my civilians immediately.
Yeah, boy.
I need 5 planks. No, I can break 20 wood. I have no scrolls, but I do have fabric. And I think I have tools. I do have tools. So we're gonna tell 3 people to get on that.
Ew.
Yeah. As you can see, glade events can sometimes be nasty. Especially the ones in the dangerous ones.
Yeah.
So we should be able to finish this one up relatively soon.
What, your stream or the
No,
footage?
just this mission.
Okay, I was about to get really confused. Because most of the other streams on here have usually lasted like at least a good 2 hours.
Now they're going to bring the resource they got back to my thing. I can turn it in. And voila! We have completed this village. Let's see, does it put... I don't think it puts me on the map yet. I think it makes me do the second village first. Yeah, it does. Just... What they don't tell you is if you have a farm in the storm season, they fertilize the land.
Hmm.
Yes.
Interesting. I'll be right back. I gotta quickly take care of something. But
Okay.
yeah. I like how this is land.
Alright. So my standard play is generally... Oh, it's going to make me take small farm. Let's throw up a pair of woodcutters camps. Build a road around the settlement. Just so everybody can go a little faster. Go ahead and... Yes, I know I destroyed a resource. I don't care. It's worth more to set up the farm here. Now, every race has a specialization. In the case of farms, humans are actually really good at farming. There is a, I believe it's 5% chance when a human is using the farm that they actually get double yields. Yes. There's a second type of specialization bonus, which increases the worker's resolve. So, in the case of this one, because we see the little cogwheel thing, that means it has a chance for, or a 10% chance for double yield. I thought it was only 5. Want me to build 2 houses, 2 woodcutters camps. Okay. Why are you making me relearn the shelter? Okay. Don't have any need for advanced buildings yet, so I'm going to leave that one unattended. The woodcutters to clear out a little bit of area before I can get the trapper camp in there. Blizzards like meat. Who'd have thought?
I have returned.
You have.
Is oh yes. Hail hydrate. When down one drink, two more shall take its place.
Right.
And yeah, Marigold, I just saw what you posted in there, and you're not wrong. The art style is relatively close to what I remember Warcraft 3 apparently looking like.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. It very
doesn't-
much has a similar aesthetic.
That may not necessarily be intentional, but to be fair, Warcraft 3 did look pretty damn good. At least at the time.
Yeah. Alright, smokehouse. So, now, once
Isn't
this...
the smokehouse like the basically a bulk preparation building for smoked meat?
Yes, that is
Okay,
precisely
check
what it
my
is.
understanding of what that is, since I'm not the most familiar with that kind of stuff.
So with the smokehouse, we can actually take the food that we're getting and convert it into jerky, which jerky is something that lizards really like.
It's also a good way of preserving meat for the long haul.
Correct.
Fair enough. Hey, that's something.
Oh, right. I know where he's at. Alright, we get some more village. Oh, never mind. Stacking bonus? I think I will. There we go. Yes, I want another lizard.
Or I'm guessing the different races are good at different things, or...
Correct. So, beavers tend to be very industrious. They're good at woodworking and engineering.
That makes sense.
Humans tend to be good at farming and really enjoy brewing. So basically, they'll get higher yields from farming, and they'll get better resolve from brewing.
That makes sense, I can see that.
And then the lizards really like meat, and they also really like to work in warm environments.
So stuff like forges and all that.
Correct. Or the
Okay.
smokehouse, which is not only going to give them the bonus for meat production, it's going to give them a bonus for warmth.
Ah.
Alright, now it's time to brew. Because what game... what kind of medieval-like fantasy game... Oop, I actually don't want that there. What kind of medieval-like fantasy game would this be without beer? Let's go ahead and not do it. Brewing? We'll have a human do it.
Do they automatically prioritize, assuming that there's people available?
No, so you always do need to assign your own slots. And I think that's largely due to, in my mind, it's to the fact that, you know, you always want to try to have people who are specific for a task in a location. So for instance, you know, I always want to try to make sure I'm getting either a proficiency bonus or a resolve bonus from the buildings as much as possible, because otherwise it's going to be a really hard time hitting some of the markers that you need to do. So for instance, with lizardmen over here, you'll notice that lizardmen have a current reputation of, or a current resolve of 13. If I can get it to 15 or above, they'll start generating reputation, which will help me win the game. Lizards are really low because they're really hard to do, whereas beavers and humans tend to be higher, but they tend to be easier to get them into things they like to do.
Okay.
Alright, now, since we have built the brewery... Oh, wait, that's right. I gotta take the tavern. We're now going to make the tavern.
I think you need to rotate that, don't you? To have it face the road? Yeah.
Yep. And it's a simple R to rotate.
Okay, good. So the control system isn't utterly whack like some city builders I've played.
No, it's very normal.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, you know Timberpunk?
Yes. Timberborn, you mean?
Oh, yeah, Timberborn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that is an interesting one. Though in some places, it is annoying. Especially because it's so easy to soft lock yourself in that.
Yep. I have run into that quite a bit. We can either gain more meat, or we can eat our people. Let's just gain more meat.
Yeah, more meat overall is probably better, because you don't seem to be in dire enough straits
Where I'm losing people.
Yeah, if you were already starting to lose people, then yeah, the cannibalism one's probably better, but considering you're doing alright, then yeah, just more meat.
Yep.
I do think something like this for like a sci-fi city builder could be really interesting.
I think, yeah. I could definitely see that.
Like, maybe not exactly this, but this similar sort of just, you're in charge of setting up a colony planet side, and like the corporate executive or something, in this case, the, like, filling a similar archetype to the queen, has certain deadlines you need to meet. If you don't, they start getting pissy with you and all that. Because some city builders admittedly do kind of need that something to get you to get your shit together.
Mm-hmm.
And a basic, like, timer can help with that.
Yep. And that's the one thing I like about this game is with city builders, I have a habit of wanting to make the massive metropolises and spend hundreds of hours doing it. But with this game, you don't really get that option. Like, you have to...
Make do with what you got.
Yep. So we have to make provisions now, which are trade goods.
So in D&D terms, that would be like, what, your travel rations?
Yes.
Okay.
So in this game, you can actually trade with other settlements. Oh, well, there we go. We actually got the resolve before we actually did anything else. Alright, now it should give us the world map. Alright, this is the world map. We do not necessarily explore a lot because, well, you know, it's difficult at first. Thank you, Mr. Unvoy. This is the Smoldering City. This is a place where we actually go and we buy upgrades. These upgrades do different things, and they require the resources that we get from the missions. So, go ahead and start with this one. I think we'll take this because it just gets me overall more resources. Deeds are basically achievements, but they actually have benefits in game. Some of them just net you experience points. The experience you need to get the higher level stuff. Others will actually net you buildings. So some of them are cosmetic buildings, but cosmetic buildings actually still have an effect. Another Others, for instance, will give you access to cornerstones. Cornerstones are these little things that will pop up during a mission that you can choose. They always benefit your settlement in some way, although some have drawbacks. So as he mentions, time is already, we're already past the point of no return. Nobody else is allowed to leave. So we end the current cycle and say bye-bye to our 2 little towns.
And they just fucking disappear.
Well, I don't think they would have survived that.
Right. Wait, the map changed.
Yes! The terrain changes every time the storm comes by.
What's in the fuck?
That's how powerful this storm is. So, going at any new mission, we get to pick kind of our starting bonuses. So, I can go into this one with 9 beavers. I won't know what my other 2 races are, though. And I start with all of this. Or I can go in with 4 beavers and 5 lizards with all of this. I actually think for this one, I'm just going to go with the beavers.
Yeah.
Summary.
Like
Difficulty is settler because they don't let you change it yet. We need to get 12 reputation before the Queen's Impatience becomes 14. Map size is medium. There's an average amount of fertile soil, so we can farm here.
Well,
It's gonna be worth 30 experience when we complete it and 16 food. We know there are two benefits, and then 1 penalty. The benefits usually affect you during the drizzle, the first season, and then the negative usually affects you during the storm, 3rd season. Additionally, glades have an increased chance to yield fertile soil. That's pretty nice. And trees give more wood. So we know from our trees we can get wood, resin, plant fiber, and eggs. We also know that
eggs from trees.
Yeah, birds are living in them. We also know that somewhere there is deposits of clay, plant fiber, berries, mushrooms, etc. Sea marrow is fuel, I guess. I don't know why, but we apparently can burn it.
What is sea marrow even?
Bones.
Bones aren't a good fuel at all.
Yes.
I mean, it's video game logic, but fair.
I guess.
Yes.
All right. So finally, we get to choose our bonuses. Let's see. What am I bringing for food? 60 food. 10 lumber. So I think I'll bring another 30 lumber and 20 additional food. And then we depart. So, because I changed the difficulty, we got more negative effects. Our positive effects are 1 free cornerstone reroll during every reputation point. That's pretty good. And villagers will have 20% chance of doubling their yields as long as they can get a hold of complex food. But it's only active in the drizzle.
I'm sorry.
What qualifies as complex food? So,
Yeah.
jerky. If
So
you remember,
stuff that requires processing. So things like
correct.
bread, soups, etc.
Correct. Looming Darkness, we always have. Looming Darkness gives a resolve penalty during the storm, and it increases for every level that the forest hostility is at. Now, the forest gets more hostile the more A, woodcutters you have, B, years you're there, C, how many glades and whatnot you've had, but the more impatient the queen is, the less hostile the forest is. I don't know why that is, but why not?
I think it's more that the villagers are more scared of her than the forest.
Maybe.
At least that's how I've been looking at it.
Unearthly settlement element. That's not bad. So when you can sacrifice stuff to the hearth, basically burn fuel faster, and it gives you bonuses. This is limiting me to only being able to do 1 instead of 3. They'll take a -5 penalty unless they have housing, so I need to make sure that everybody's got a place to live. And then finally, I need to make sure everybody has housing and complex food before the hostility hits 3. The number above is what level of forest hostility you have, and you can actually see that up here. There's a little red bar on the side that will indicate how much, or how far up the chain we're at. So, my opening move is almost always building the... Really?
Really what?
I missed the road by one line.
Oh, that's worse.
Ah. Alright. I always try to build the dirt roads around these to speed up their movement. And build 2 woodcutters camps. Let's see what we got here. We've got... Okay. Now, when you start a game, a normal game, you can choose 3 blueprints. I tend to hold off on choosing them immediately, and I will show you why here in a second. They are random what blueprints you get, so not every game are you going to have the same thing. So there are games, literally, even in a fertile area like this, I've gone without being able to get a farm. And farms are technically the only source of infinitely renewable resources.
Huh.
So we have that. Let's see here. Small forager. There we go. Alright. All recipes that use metal or ore will be produced 30% quicker. No. We need complex foods, and this would actually really help in getting some, because every 10 skewers we get will give us 10 pickled goods. I don't really like either of these, in all reality, but I'll go ahead and take this, because there's no reason not to. In this case, neither of them had a penalty, or a drawback. Alright. This is why I was holding off. So, after a little while, the queen's going to give you certain orders, and they unlock it after a certain amount of time. So the first ones unlock after like a minute, then you have 2 more that'll arrive 10 minutes later, then another 10 minutes, then another 10 minutes, etc., etc. These are how you get some big bonuses, resources, and lower the queen's patience. So, in this case, we have a choice between 2. We can either discover 2 glades, which will give us increased stone production and increased clay production, and some simple tools, which are pretty hard to get a hold of, or sell goods worth at least 10 amber. That'll give us another 10 amber, 20 oil, and 2 additional newcomers. For now, I think it's easier for me to just explore some glades, so I'm going to pick that. So, woodcutters. Build 2 woodcutters camps and get 30 wood. In exchange, I get 2 extra villagers, parts, which are used to make the camps. You cannot make parts, although you can trade for them. And some resin. There's plenty of resin out there. Explore 3. This will increase the amount of what they can carry to glade events, which could mean the difference between life and death with some guys. So I think I'll take that. And then, what is this? Complete 2 glade events, or have 4 pack of crops. Having a big bonus not only to making pack of crops, but planting crops faster can be very beneficial. So I have my objectives. These are the things that I can do in order to gain additional resources and bonuses. But now, I know now I look at my blueprints. Alright, so what do we have? The rain mill, which will make flour from, word is evading me. We'll make flour scrolls, and packs of building materials. None of that really is that beneficial. Lumber mill is really efficient at making planks. It can make scrolls and pack of trade goods also. The clother can make coats, water skins, and scrolls, and it does coats really well. I think I'm going to take the lumber mill just because planks are really useful.
Also can make trade goods.
Yep.
Ooh.
Well, that's a tough choice.
I'd probably say you'd want the kiln.
I think so too.
Because it can produce coal, bricks, and jerky, and you want that for the lizards if you get any.
Yep. Well, so we need jerky just in general because we need complex foods, and this does well. I don't remember. I can do this. Back out of that. They like pickled goods, biscuits. Pickled goods and biscuits are their big thing.
Well, again, you want to be prepared in case you do get any lizards, so I probably still recommend the kiln.
Yep. All right, and then we can either have the fully upgraded trapper's camp, the fully upgraded herbalist camp, or a plantation. Plantation will give me infinite berries and infinite plant fiber. So infinite food and infinite...
yeah, you'd probably want to go for that then.
Yeah. I'd actually prefer the small farm right now, but I didn't get the option, so...
And still having access to infinite resources in any capacity is always good.
Yep. Alright, let's put our remaining guys in here so that we can start getting these glades cut. And you can mark, as you can kind of see, you can mark which trees they'll prioritize. There's also a setting that will tell them to avoid glades. It allows you to kind of help stop yourselves from accidentally cutting into like a dangerous glade when you didn't mean to. I have done that before. It is not fun. Alright, let's think about some things. That is a 3. Although there's nobody to make these yet, we are going to go ahead and just place these down. It's nothing we really need to do right now. These just a hair closer. Yeah, we'll probably end up going our entire first year like this. Duh, I'm stupid. Speed up time. Do-do-do. So as you can see, this is what affects our hostility. The more active hearths we have, the higher the queen's impatience, the lower it goes. The more woodcutters, villagers, and glades we have, the higher it will go. So we've got the basic setup of 3. Let's go ahead and bring one of each in. For cornerstones, ooh, that's rough.
What's rough?
Well, extraction tools are okay. They get us a world map resource for every 2 dangerous or forbidden glade events we do. It's not going to do that much. Rooted ground, on the other hand, is kind of interesting. We get a wood production increased by 1, but planting and harvesting is 25% slower. That means we're going to actually end up losing crops if we do that. So I think I'm going to go with the extraction tools this time. You can always opt to just not go with any of them, but unless there's, unless they both have a drawback.
Really shit,
yeah. Well, if both have a drawback, at that point, I would probably walk away from it, but... Alright, get the crude workstation up. And we'll get some people on that. Alright, so she's going to give us our next 2 missions. Make 30 jerky. Yeah. Or have human resolve above 24 for 30 seconds. Gives me 2 additional humans and 2 extra coat production. Or 1 extra yegg production. I think we'll do this since we already know we can get to the jerky. Oh. 25% goods for making packs of crops. We're already making packs of crops anyway. And I don't like doing pack of trade goods. So we'll go with that. So we're all set. So we just need to open up a bunch of glades, apparently, and make some crops. And some joikey. Here we've got 3 small roots and a flax deposit. Not anything really useful. Huh. We'll risk it for the biscuit and try to get some extra workers.
That's always a good option.
Yep.
Most of the time, anyways.
Yeah, it is entirely possible to kind of boil over on that, unfortunately.
It is, but it's more a matter of judgment and overall resource management when exactly that is.
When you can have the income for it, which I technically don't have right now, but I'm okay with. So, we already have 4 in the Queen's Impatience, or almost, so I'm going to go ahead and turn these in. It is always a good idea to wait until, you actually can. So if you've brought her down to, like, less than 1, I wouldn't turn in something unless you're just going to win. The little pips on the bottom give us extra blueprints when we unlock them. So we get a choice of 2 blueprints. Let's see. We can do the herb garden or small farm.
Didn't you say you wanted the small farm earlier?
I do.
Then there's the herbalist camp, which has a lot more versatility.
Well, the kicker is the herbalist camp is only able to collect the nodes. So, for instance, this is not that one. I didn't build one, but this is a small forager camp. You can get the recipe to unlock the full-size forager camp, which upgrades all of these. There's no cost change or anything. And the only difference it really does is allows you to harvest the large patches. Not really that useful to me right now. Both of these are really good because herbs are really good also.
So you'd be thinking between the herb garden and the small farm at the moment.
Yep.
Okay,
So I
which
didn't.
one's more valuable to you? Grain
Well, I
or
don't have anything to make flour. So I think getting the herb garden is going to be
yeah,
better.
the herb garden would probably be the better choice for the time being.
And then let's see here. Turkey, pottery, incense, skewers, biscuits, pigments. Ah, well,
Ooh, the cookhouse.
the cookhouse
Again, because you need
is.
complex foods.
Yep,
That'd be
and this
perfect, and it can make biscuits,
it can
which you
make
need
biscuits
for.
and skewers, which we have a bonus for, if you remember.
Yeah, that is a good one.
And humans like jerky. So,
Also, the lizards like working in warm environments, so again,
yeah,
that's several bonuses in one right there.
we'll go ahead and drop down the cookhouse right there. It probably won't get built quite yet, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and drop down a lumber mill there. Kennel. We will put. That's a size. Oh, wait. I just put it right here. Never mind. Alright. And then now we just need to wait on him to finish that. Still don't have any fields, though. That's not great. I always find, and it's this weird thing, I guess, for me, is that every time it says, like, there's a bunch of fields, or there should be a lot of fields, yeah, there's never. They become uber sparse. Alright. So, those guys will get to work doing construction. Jerky. Gonna need a meat supply. I don't have one of those yet. Skewers, on the other hand, I can do mushrooms. Oh boy. Alright, so we have an issue. Somehow, the lizards are now really not happy. Because I am short a house for people. So we're going to build a house and we're going to put the priority up. We're going to tell you not to make those, not to make those. Oh boy. We're almost there. Alright, so new thing. Oh, that is really good. Yeah. Increase biscuit production for every 75... No, herb and root production for every 75 biscuits. That's weird, but okay. I am getting a tad bit low on food, though. With some humans. Do I have any tools? I have 6. That's not a lot. Yay! Ooh, a big fertile field. Very nice. We needed that. So, I need them to clear that. I am earnestly half tempted to do the other one, but
Oh yeah, the other guy left.
There we go. Well, we're not going to get any planting this year, unfortunately. But that's okay. And then I'm going to move these guys over here. And we're going to see if we can get into these. Oh, we've got our new set of orders that we can go for. Build a kennel and make 20 coal. Well, we're already doing that, so...
Yeah, we already have the thing to make coal, so...
Yep.
It's a question of the kennel.
Cut through the forest to discover 5 glades will get us +3 to pickled goods production. Wow, that's really good. So we will do that. Only drawback is it doesn't count the glades I've already gone through, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 already. Would have been nice, but oh well. We've got 4 people who are homeless, so before the next storm, let us go ahead, put up a pair of houses.
Are those just generic houses?
Yep,
or-
so they're generic houses. They don't give any resolve bonus, or they do. They give the basic housing resolve bonus.
But they don't give the same bonuses as like
But
the
they don't-
specialized housing did.
The specialized housing gives you the specialized housing gives you more bonuses. But in this case, I just need them because I don't want that to trigger.
Okay. So,
This is Against the Storm. It is still technically in early access. They do updates roughly every other week. In fact, their next update is next Thursday, or this Thursday.
nice.
Yep. So the interesting thing about the update is, generally speaking, when they do the update, you pause here for a second. So when they do the update, if you were in mid-game, kind of like this right now, they would consider it automatically completed, and they'll give you all the resources for it, but they'll end up kicking you back to the main menu. That's not necessarily a bad thing or a good thing. It's just it's their way of it's their way of getting how they get around.
Sorry, update just released here.
Well, it's kind of their way of not having to worry about, oh, well, you loaded in and we removed something that you had, so your game now crashes.
Just making sure that they don't screw you over by...
Yeah. Precisely.
Okay.
All right, we got another... No, we didn't have another glade open.
Oh, someone's asking what the name of the game is.
Yeah, Against the Storm.
Yeah, Real 10 Men. Yeah, that's the name of the game, Against the Storm.
Yay, more soil. help with their resolve, I'm gonna put both of them in there. Did that actually? No, it doesn't. Alright, new bonus this year. We got Royal Guard training. Filling the brawling need gives +5 resolve. Huh. Ancient Pact has a huge negative to it. I think I'm going to go with Royal Guard training just simply because I don't want to kill off my villagers. Okay, we need to get these trees right here. More people want to join. Ooh. We'll do that. Wow, that jerky disappeared. Or that meat disappeared almost instantaneously. So later on, there actually is a ranch building that you can get that allows you to get unlimited meat. The kicker is you need something to feed the things you get the meat from.
So you need a farm in order to feed the ranch.
Yep. Alright. I am going to tell them not to do plant fiber because, quite frankly, I just really need food because we are out. And that's going to start affecting everybody's resolve here. Hunger. Yeah, pretty much I'm going to get a -1 for every guy who's hungry. So that's going to quickly add up. Well, I don't really have an option not to go into one of the dangerous glades. So I think we'll start over here. Oh wait, I should wait until they've managed to clear out that other farmland. Oh, whoops. Hey, go get me some roots. That's food. Alright, additional orders. Build 15 harmony decorations. We'll get us +1 to pack yield. It's not terrible. Or build 14 coats. I don't have the ability to build coats, but I can always build harmony decorations. The order here, have at least 16 beavers for 30 seconds. That seems doable. Or get a bunch of trade goods or luxury goods. I think I'll go with the beavers. I like beavers.
The beavers would probably be a solid choice.
Yep. We still have homeless people, so... another house. Alright. And then which one did I need? Harmony? 15 harmony. Oh, I forgot I can do this. Alright, we're gonna build a small park right here. Good day. See you later, Tenman. So, one of the things I forgot to do is your hearts can actually level up. And what they need, they have requirements down here. So in this case, the hearth needed 8 population and 4 comfort decorations. The parks count as 4. So I quickly threw those up. We're weathering this storm fairly well, actually. Other than our food issue, it's not going too bad. Alright. Now that we're in this time... Ah, you took the 2 coal away! No! I think there is a way to... Oh, I don't have the consumption ability yet. Alright, whatever. They really want me to make metal items. I think it's, what, the 3rd or 4th time they've given me that one? So we'll go ahead and do export specialization. It'll just help us make packs of crops. And I'm also going to make the makeshift post, which is going to help make packs of crops. There we go. There's our beavers. Beavers.
But do you have beavers and butt heads?
I don't know. Not quite yet. Alright. Nothing I need you to do. Ah, there we go. Alright. Since we're in... Yeah, we're in drizzle. We're going to go ahead and turn these in. And that will actually get me 3 rerolls. And 3 new buildings. Excellent. So, flour, barrels, and packs of provisions. We do need flour now. So let's go ahead and grab this one. Lizard House, Tavern, Human House. We'll go ahead and grab the tavern. Yeah, because we have bonuses to pickled goods.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Paladin 58, Taelon just left. He might be back later, but honestly, I'm pretty sure it's decently late for him at this point. It's like 8 p.m. EST, so yeah.
Gordon.
And if you're...
Gordon. I'm Taelon.
Oh, wait. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hold on. Oh, I have to do this. I have to do this, because I have this card already ready.
Oh, God.
Taelon just left. Alright. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm not used to identifying people by voice yet.
It's fine. It's fine. I got a chuckle. Alright, pickled goods. What can we pickle? We can pickle berries and roots.
Why would you pickle berries?
And it just dawns on me, I don't have... lovely. Okay. Alright. So, dangerous event. A strange tree that's been turned to stone.
Huh.
Oh, good God. Okay.
How bad
So,
is
let's see. The majority of my fuel supply is wood. And the majority of my building supply is wood. So that would be devastating. Let's see here. There's no cost. The nice thing is there's no cost to work on this. I just need to... I just need to send people to do it. However, while I'm working on it, it will take me 4 minutes. The storm is in 3. So it'd be 1 minute where all homes can house 1 fewer person. And I need to put up more houses anyway. So we're going to go ahead and start on this now. We can take some stone and some crystallized dew, or I can take some amber and a little bit of resolve. I'll go ahead and take the resolve. And then, just to be safe, we'll throw up a couple extra houses and hope for the best. I don't have the recipe limits set yet, do I? So one of the things you can actually do in that is set recipe limits. Unfortunately, I didn't. I can make barrels? Where can I make barrels at? The provisioner. Which needs crystallized dew. Lovely. Well, that doesn't help. Oh. They're actually working on it fairly fast. Yep. Storms are blowing. Serving the people or pastries. That's probably our best bet because we can make all 3 of those. And then... need for religion and incense. Well, probably not going to get that one done.
Well, if you have to deal with incense, be glad you're not having to worry about toasters.
About what?
You have toast, incense, toasters, Priest Joe.
Ah.
Yeah.
It's alright. Alright, stalls. Neat. Alright, we're gonna wait until... Come on. Alright, now we're gonna turn this in. This is a really big risk one right here. But it could be so... You know what? I don't really like either of these. I'm just going to reroll them. That's terrible. I'm getting resolved through lizards. So this isn't too bad. It's weird that I'm getting it through the lizards. Oh, we got a new blueprint. Got the small farm. Coats and water skin. What does it take to make a water skin? Oh, I need leather. Yeah, that's not going to happen. There's no leather on this map. I'm thinking small farm. Be nice to have human houses, but their resolve is okay. And I think there's more potential here. It does, but more importantly, the small farm means that I actually have access to grain, which is very useful in making flour. In fact, is there another human I can steal somewhere? Not really. I'm debating whether I even want to do vegetables. I don't think I do. Oh, newcomers. There you go, there's a bunch of humans. Alright, since all of this is out here, though, I think it's a good idea. First of all, let's put our tavern in. I think it's going to be a good idea to actually put a warehouse hack here, so that they're moving less. And what am I missing? I am missing cloth. Which... means I need a harvester's camp. Okay. Jerky has to be meat, but skewers and meat don't. Maybe mushrooms. We still need to unlock 2 more glades. This we can do down here. Hold on to those packs of crops. Oh, we got a homeless person. Oh no. Let's get a house up. I got plenty of wood. So I will burn some wood. Oh, that's not going to do anything. I will burn some wood to reduce the hostility. Go ahead and turn this one in now. And let's see. Local. Gives me 20 amber for every 100 ale produced, but I don't actually have anything that produces ale right now, I don't think. And then pigment for insects. We're not producing any insects, so let's go ahead and reroll. We already have a spices. We could get a second one. That's not a bad idea because we're actually gonna start producing spice.
That's a solid choice.
Yep. Alright, what are you? Fiberine? Any up here? No. So my stonecutter's camp is out of stuff to do for now. So we're just gonna have the dwarf, or not dwarf. We're gonna have the dude go home. And I'm still low on food, but we kind of expected that. Do we need any more packs? No, we don't. So I'm gonna have you two stop. Oh, I have newcomers. Feel like I need the food. Alright. Forsaken Crypt. Hides frustrated, poor spirits, is plundered long ago. In 10 minutes, all of my stored amber and wine will be gone. I have 25 amber, but no wine. Oh, and an impatience point. That's no fun. That's actually really good, because that'll solve our incense problem. Okay, well, everybody's gonna take a dip of 8 resolve. Ouch. And then there's a grill. Grill can make skewers, copper bars, and ale. We have better ale. It's better at skewers. We don't have copper bars. So this has been in early access for close to 2 years now. It was originally in early access on Epic, and it's one of the few games that I've actually bought on both Epic and Steam because I want to support the developers. What do you mean, okay? Resolve's actually pretty high for being in a storm season. I'm surprised. It's not normally this good. Oh, right. Alright, what are we gonna get? Gives me access to pie and pottery. That doesn't give me anything new. Yeah, I think we'll go with the bakery, just because it has stuff I don't. What else was making me pottery? Oh, just the bakery. That's beneficial. So now I can get pottery, which means I can get some other stuff. Like pickled goods. we need some more houses again. So 5, 6, 7, 8. So 3. Drizzle some. No. Wow. Why is your reputation threshold so high? Oh, because I've actually been getting a lot of rep with you. That's weird. Cool. Aw. Oh well. Alright. We'll go ahead and build a trading post, because why not? Normally I build it a lot earlier, but I forgot, so... Trading posts will... Not during the storm, but a trading post will allow a trader to spawn, which we can then trade resources with them.
Nice, and that can help cover any shortfalls or
Yep.
help out production.
The kicker is, what the resource trade, or what the trader trades, is entirely dependent on which trader shows up.
So you could very easily get fucked.
Yep.
Figure.
Oh, I got a new blueprint. Alright, our last one. Clothier is the only one who actually sells anything new, or brings anything new to the table, so we'll take them. Because why not?
Yeah.
Alright, we got the human trader. Human trades in food. So, in addition to trading items, they will sell you a certain amount of blueprints or bonuses. So, let's see, in this case, none of these are really that exciting. And I don't really have anything that I feel I need to sell. Well, I guess I could sell the pack of building materials. Just get some raw amber for them. Oh, I get the crops too. Yeah, I don't need these either. And of course, it works on a sense of scale that the trader will never take worse than what they have. So you always get screwed. But that's fine. Let's buy out her insects. And her eggs, maybe? So if I give you all of these, maybe a bunch of provisions too. Cool. And I will go ahead and pick up sewing techniques. That is the trader. Ooh, reinforced tools. Really useful for the small farm. And then once their time runs out, they'll go away, and another trader will begin a countdown. You can actually have the traders come quicker, which drops them to like 30 seconds. But every time you do that, the queen's impatience will raise. The kicker is it raises by more each time you hurry the trader up. So it's not something you can just spam. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I've got a brewery. Cookhouse? I've got a cookhouse. Bakery is right there. That's weird. I feel like I'm missing a building and I don't know what. Might just be my imagination.
Good man.
Oh wait. I'm in drizzle. I should go turn this in. Oh, I still need two more jerky. Never mind. Somebody eat some jerky! There we go. I don't get the reroll, but oh well. Yeah, it is interesting. So yeah, as you can see, he's going to show up in 10 minutes. I could have him come immediately, and it gives you an idea of what they sell. So he'll have cooked and raw food, pottery, and tools. And his perks and stuff that he'll have to purchase are going to be based around agriculture. Just that what he do. I don't actually think I have the church unlocked, now that I think about it. So I don't think this one was actually possible. Nothing for you to do right now. Or you. So I think we kind of just wait out these reputation gains. Yeah, we're less than one away. It feels like a long night. Yay! Game is Against the Storm. What do I have making flour? There it is. Provisioner. Okay, I got 2 people there. We don't have any rainwater, so... It is. It is a roguelike city builder. The idea being that you go out during the lull and the superstorm and gather resources, but you can only go out for a certain amount of time. I did not know I had tools. Oh, there we go. Yay! We've won our first official settlement. And we get a bunch of achievements. First real expedition, discover 10 glades, complete 10 orders, trade 50 amber. It's panic buying the game. Kind of. So we took about a third of our time before the next storm. Let's go see what we can do for upgrades. But first, let's turn in some deeds. Yep, see, there's the temple. Oh well. We have the pipe. And a lamp. I love lamp. So go back in. Let's see, what do we got here? Yeah, it's not bad. Lamp. Don't fuck it up. Right. Oh yeah, that's kind of needed. So, let's see here. Can't get any of these because they're 24. So let's get the additional cornerstone choice and an additional embarkation point. So wait, if it's Storm Song, does that mean we're against the Storm Song? Okay, so we need to pick our next location. Probably pick a different biome. Now, you don't really want to overlap. You sometimes have to, especially early on, because your travel distance isn't that long. You don't get extra resources for zones you've already done. So, for instance, I'd normally get like 42, but if I'm overlapping, I get less. So let's try the Coral Forest, because Coral Forest is fun. I like that setup. That's fine. too good, 4 bad. So the coral forest is weird. Because if you remember very early on, I mentioned what you can get out of trees. Well, in the coral forest, you not only get wood, you get plant fiber, you can get stone, you get crystallized dew, which is a weird alchemical thing. You can get incense, and you can get meat. But otherwise, it's pretty slim on resources, although there is a decent amount of soil. So we need to decide what we're going to go in with. We've only got a little bit of wood. We've got a decent amount of food, though, but none of it's cooked. We got crystallized dew to start. And 2 additional people. So we'll actually have 11 people. So I definitely think I'm going to take the food and the wood. So, our benefits are each tree provides distinct bonuses. Potential bonus resource increase for hostility. Gathering speed increased by 50%. That's actually really good. But that's only during the drizzle. And mines produce 50% more goods during the drizzle season. I think there actually is mining in this one. Looming darkness is always there. No contact. Ouch. That's rough. So we don't want to gain our reputation during the storm. Once we have that. Ouch. Extra hunger, so we need to really not run out of food. Oh god, so everything is just bad on food. Good to know. So let's see what we've got here. Reed Field. A few zones we can go to before we, unfortunately, would straight up hit into some bad stuff. So let's go start digging for those. Alright. Same deal as before. I'm going to build up a little bit of road, and I'm going to wait until my first objectives come up to see what buildings I grab. I'm surprised we haven't gotten a game with harpies yet.
Harpies?
Yep. They're the
Are those
fourth.
one of the races?
Yep, they are the 4th race. Harpies are... Oh, let's see, what do we got here? Skewers for every pickled good, gain jerky for every pie. Or just get 3 grain per minute. I'm going to do jerky for pie, because getting a free meat product from something that doesn't need meat is usually pretty good. Alright, let's see what orders we get. Have 6 lizardmen. Not too tough. Oh, and it gives me the full-on trapper's camp. And increased leather production. Not bad. I think I'll do that. Have some crops or have some crops and provisions? I think I'll take have some crops. And then finally, beaver resolve above 15 or complete 2 dangerous glade events, but we get steel drills and wildfire essence. So wildfire essence you use to make additional hearths. I actually think I'll try that one because we are surrounded by dangerous glades, so
Wow, this is a strange ass looking forest.
Yep. So you have trees that produce plant fiber, you have trees that produce incense and stone, and let's see if we can find the other one. And then you have trees that produce meat.
Meat
Meat.
from trees.
Yes.
Fucking why?
I don't know. All right, so
Also,
we know we need
appears
pie.
that Lorman is a man of culture. He's mentioning Monster Musa in the chat.
Oh my. All right, so we're definitely going to want the bakery because we want pie. Pie is good.
Pie is great, pie is grand. I love to have a pie in hand.
These are all kind of meh.
Carpenter is always a solid choice.
It is, but I'm actually kind of thinking Weaver too.
Not wrong.
Yeah, I'll do Weaver just because it's that's a better type of fabric. We're not going to do Trapper's Camp because, and you gave me 3 camps, you dicks. Alright. I normally avoid taking the camps because they are kind of meh.
Well, it doesn't look like you have any other choice.
Yeah.
The Herbalist is probably going to be the best overall then.
Hold
Out of
on.
the whole-
There are no mushrooms. Oh, there is no... Oh, there's coal here, but there's not copper. Well, I made a mistake then. Oh, well. There are vegetables, but there's not... Yeah, this is really, really bad. That's the worst. That's... Ugh. Neither of these are really that good. I guess we'll just go with Herbalist Camp. Alright, let's get a crude workstation up so we can start making some advanced materials. Let's build one of these so that we can start harvesting the reed. I'll turn off pipes, I don't want them. I have nothing that generates stormwater. Go ahead and build up. It might be tree bacon. It might also just be tree mussels. Because they're mussel sprout trees. Alright. Some newcomers. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright. I mean, we're gonna have to do at least 2 of these, so I guess we'll take that, because the others I don't think I have access to. Because we don't have access to the pumps yet. So I don't believe so. Yeah. Alright, what do we got? Worm tongue nest. Muscle sprouts. Oh, not that. So, if I go to the skull icon areas, there's a good chance that there's going to be what's called a glade event. More specifically, a dangerous glade event, which could have some serious negative repercussions on me if I go to them unprepared. Unfortunately, I'm not going to get too much of a choice because there weren't a lot of safe glades near me. In fact, you guys really need to not go that way. You were about to pop that one open. I have literally had runs end because I'd been completely surrounded by them, and the first one I popped was just like, I couldn't stop it. I couldn't solve it. So... do. Alright. You still need 2 lizards and you're only giving me 1. They brought $1. Okay. Let's go with these. Got anything? There you go. Oh, cornerstone, that's right. That one's going to be tough to do without metal or copper being on the map. That's just free resources right there. But at the same time, we're going to need the herb garden at some point to make biscuits. So, let's do that. Yeah. Really don't want to wait another cycle. So let's see. Build a tavern. Ooh. Explore 3 glades and pick up 2 ancient tablets. I mean, we've already got a quest to go through dangerous places, so I think we'll try that. Hope it works. Alright, you got nothing right now, so you're done. Feel like I'm gonna need to increase the amount of wood we're getting. Hey, coal deposit. That I can build a mine on top of. Start getting coal. Yeah, that'll be fine. Alright. Ooh, I got a lot of impatience, so this might not be a terrible thing. Threshold's at 15, of course it is. Alright, so we're gonna get the lizard we need. I'm going to throw a dwarf into them. Or I keep calling them dwarves. A beaver. Alright, what do we got? Destroyed small caravan. Traders will not visit me, and I will get an impatience point if I do not clean this up. So let's clean it up. And I'm just going to send the reward to the capital. So, my trapper's camp is now upgraded. We can now collect more efficiently. By the way, this brood leech is the game's equivalent of your cow.
Huh.
You literally eat leeches.
That's disturbing.
A little bit.
Oh yeah, you already answered Paladin's question earlier about what happens if you head
Yep.
towards the satellite town areas.
It did.
Okay. I just looked back over at chat and just spoke to that.
Alright, let's get the... not the bakery. Oh! Oh, I don't... okay.
Well,
I didn't have a farm! There we go, herb garden. Alright, next orders. Trade 45. This is a rough one. I think we'll just trade. And then have 16 lizardmen. Okay. Or... discover 2 dangers forbidden glades and complete a glade event. That's great and all, but we don't actually have copper, so... I suppose we'll do that. Resolve is good. We'll do that just to raise it just a little bit. Oh, this is a choice. Increase grain production, which is probably a good thing. Woodcutters' camps are faster. It's not bad. Bakery is faster. We have the bakery, I think. I think grain bags is the safest pick. In this case. Let's see. Food, we're at 118. That's probably for the best. Alright, time to risk another glade event. What did we get? The Harmony Spirit Altar. Ooh. Ooh. Ow. Okay. We need some planks. So we can either take some resources, or we can turn it into a display piece, which actually increases the global resolve. I think it's a good one.
Yeah, it probably would be a good choice.
Yep. Time is 3 minutes, and oh, we're still in drizzle. Or we're not in drizzle, so. So actually, this place is kind of far away. So I don't think it would hurt to throw up a second fire. Oh, crap, a cellar. Is that the one that... wine, pickles, and turkey? Okay. We'll get back to that. Alright, we're gonna have to do this because we're running out of time.
As in the stream, or before you get kicked out of this encampment?
The encampment. We haven't been able to turn in any quests yet, so... Oh, there's one. Yes, that's what we need.
Cookhouse or
The rain mill. So the rain mill is a really good place to make flour, which we are completely barefoot of. And we can make it out of roots and mushrooms, but I don't care about the rest of that. Alright. Farf has shown up. I do need packs of crops. But I don't need any of the others. Oh, they gave him voice lines now. I'm not used to that.
No? Didn't use that voice lines before?
No, not that I recall. Oh, newcomers, right. We need humans. Unfortunately, both of those only give me one. I missing? Oh, bricks. Because I didn't tell him to use stone. No. Alright. Mine has been depleted of ore. We can now dig deeper. So with mines, they only come with a set amount. They used to be... This is an interesting change from original. They used to have infinite resources. But now they only have a certain amount. But you can dig deeper. And when you do, each time you dig deeper, you get a certain amount of more of the material.
So it still has effectively infinite resources?
No. So at best, it's got another 110 coal left in it. But I have to do some upgrades. So what I can do... So I get one of three choices each level. I can either take the pony, which increases the speed in which they mine by 50%. I can take the minecart, which sets up an automated minecart that takes the resources from the mine to the warehouse without having somebody else do it. Or I can reinforce the mine, which just gets me more resources, basically 15 more resources than the below. I think for this first one, I'm just going to do the minecart. Well, I guess I don't have the money to do it, or the resources to do it yet. I will get back to that. Okay, so the foragers camp is out of stuff to do. We're still running really close, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Kennel, provisioner, smokehouse. Kennel. Or kin. That thing. I've done ancient clades, but I've not done tablets. Why? And I'm about to run out of food again. Lovely. Alright. Throw a garden over there. New cornerstone. No. No. We're not producing any ale. I don't want to lose villagers, so we'll take fiber delivery line. Oh lord, I hate these. Living matter. Wow, that's awesome. Cooked and raw food in the warehouse is disappearing at the rate of 2 items every 12 seconds. Great, I don't have any food. Yeah, the big thing about this one, though, is the fact that it will eventually, or very quickly, spread. And every one of these gives a -3 to global resolve. So, definitely don't want that to happen. I am skin of my teething this one. Oh. Alright, we got Froggy. I hate the conversion rate on these. Hmm.
I'm just looking at some stuff we're talking about and shit. I'll probably be heading off, but yeah, this has definitely been pretty interesting.
Alright. Have a good one.
Hope you have a good rest of your stream and a good evening or whatever when you eventually get off.
Yep, you too. Goodbye. Yes, give me meat. I need another lizard. Yes. Well, I mean, more than just the lizards, but yeah. The lizards do definitely like meat. That much is known for certain. Actually, I'm gonna get one over here. Just grab these. Alright, newcomers. These are those. I'm very surprised I've actually managed to keep my head above water when it comes to... Oh, good God, that's what the problem was. Okay. Anyway, I'm surprised I've been able to keep my head above water when it comes to food. It's been rough. Turn off consumption on meat. So nobody gets meat no more. Because I need 50. What do we have? I'm going to make pickled goods. That gives me ale. That gives me skewers, which I have a need for. Yeah. There we go. We may consume meat again. We are no longer vegans. I don't think it's actually worth that. Oh well. Oh. Okay, we can take it. So all we have to do is raise that a little bit more. There we go. This is Against the Storm, a roguelike city builder. The beavers crave the mines. Which is why I keep calling them dwarves. Except they're not. Hello, Fezbear. I'm just gonna sit on that. I don't think I need any more people in this village. Let's do that. So I make training gear. This should about finish me off. That is a lot of herb notes. Right. Seconds. Oh, we're getting to the wire. Oh no, that wasn't enough. Crap! She doesn't have any cooked food, does she? No, she doesn't. But she does have pottery. And... Oh, humans, bring us in. Yay! That one was a bit rough. 20-minute adventure, my ass. Oh, now we can start getting the harpies. Harpies excel at alchemy and love to work with cloth. They also like bathhouses. Who would have thought the bird likes bathing? Alright, let's see what kind of upgrades we can do now. Upgrading the hearth an extra levels, not a bad idea. As is slowing down the queen's impatience. Making the human house automatic isn't a bad idea either. But having a fourth blueprint, definitely. Oh, we can't get that one. We have no cogs. We have no cogs. I've got 18 left, which isn't enough for anything else new, so let's just go ahead and get the First Dawn headquarters. Our city's looking pretty good, don't you think? Alright, what time is it? We could push to do that one. Oh, come on. Scroll over. The issue is when we go for these, they always give us something. Barren Lands is horrible, but Ancient Battleground may not be the worst. We'll lose out on some of the food, but get a lot of the secondary resources, which I think is pretty good. So we can start with 10 guys or 8 lizards. Trees give more wood. Oh, it's Royal Woodlands. So no mining. Normal trees. What do we take with us? More villagers? You start with 13 villagers. Alright, let's do this. Oh, wow. Okay, 75 hostility points. Great. Oh, nice. So fast-growing crops. Traders are going to be fast. So we don't want to discover glades during the storm. We need coats and housing and service. That's not too terrible. That is the closest I've ever seen these two. I guess not. Alright, what do we got glade-wise? We got a bunch of small glades to the south, so let's go for those first. And then Okay. Let's do this. Unfortunately, this does mean I still don't know what my last race is going to be on this map. So no leather on this map. I suppose we'll go for well-rested workers. Alright. Houses for 8 and a little bit of wood. Or 10 planks. Well, that's a weird turnaround. I want the people, I think. Harpies resolve above 10. These are weird because they're not actually... Only when I must. Trading post and send. Wow, these are really bad. Well, let's do that one. No actual bonuses for the first set. It's kind of unusual. So, let's see. Lumber mill. Berries and plant farmer, roots and herbs. Let's go with that. Turn in one of these. We'll do the harpy one first. for that one, so turn that one into. Oh, well, I guess we're lizards. All three of these are really good, but that has a big benefit later. Come on, give me some fields. Grr, not the kind of field I meant. Alright, what do we got here? All of my amber and wine! Oh no! Do I even have any amber? I have 5 amber. But I lack the goods. Okay. Well, that sucks. Yeah, I agree. Yep, I think we're going to end up losing this one. We really got screwed by not finding any farm fields in a place that's supposed to have like a 50% farm field ratio. Yep. What's going to happen is every time that little red bar goes around one of their things, one of them's going to leave and the queen's going to get 1 impatience. And I don't really have, yeah, they're all starving, and there's not a lot I can do about that. I just did not get what I needed. And that's the thing of a roguelike, though. So some days you do really well, some days not so much.
Hello.
Trader's not got anything that I can use. We have no more lizards in our village. They all left. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead. Abandon. Sadly, we lost. But that's how death spirals work in these kind of games. Sometimes you just can't pull it through. Nothing to upgrade, but that does give us a decent stopping point, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this a little early today because I forgot to eat today. That's not good. Not normal either, but not good in general. So with that, I will bid you all adieu, and I will hopefully see you all next week. Bye now.